Hi and welcome to Split the E podcast. I'm your host Sean O'Grady. In this podcast we split the entertainment of Vancouver City by taking the artist out for a pint or a drink in this case. This week we have Jamie aka Phyllis Hull.
That's me.
That's you.
I'm talking to this one, right?
You can talk to anyone you want.
Is this the newer camera? Is this the newer one?
That's on you and this is on
yeah,
me.
but have you got the newer camera?
I just updated my software.
Okay, because if you're going to look better, then we need to switch seats.
Oh, well, we can switch seats. If you want.
No, it's okay.
So, in this podcast, I take artists out for a pint, like I said, literally like 5 seconds ago.
Oh yeah.
But you are a drag queen.
A drag queen artist.
The artist, yeah.
Well, I mean, I have painted in my past, but
Yeah.
I guess the only thing I'm painting these days is this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your face.
Yeah, it's weird when people say artist, because normally people refer to artist as someone that does art or someone that records songs. But I've got an event coming up called The Art of Drag.
Yeah.
And it made me realize that working with artists and drag artists art is a many splintered thing.
Yeah.
Like everyone is an artist if they're creative, right?
Oh, yeah, like food can be art.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Making furniture,
Oh, 100%.
dancing, everything can be art. It's just, if you believe it is, and if someone else believes it is, then it is, right?
Yeah. And how did you get into the profession that you're in?
How did I become an artist?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was about 13 years ago. You know what?
Let's go for this.
Yeah,
I was looking at it.
It's like a dessert that's crying out for to be eaten.
So this is an art in itself, basically, is what you're
Do you
telling
know
me.
what this is?
No, this is my first. You just told me go get shafted, and then I was like, okay.
Well, I told you to get shafted, and you came back with these.
Yeah.
So what a shaft is, aside from that,
Cheeky monkey.
is basically made up of all things
Beautiful.
great and beautiful. It's like coffee, colour, and Baileys and cream, and it's basically liquid
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say the other one, but
Okay. Come. Oh. Cool.
right.
Yeah.
So
Devil's dandruff.
essentially,
Yeah.
it's going to be snowing.
Okay.
So
I'm really excited.
So we're going to have to use this little straw, and we're going to have to just drink it all in one go, and then you need to ask me as many questions as possible before I crash.
All right. I'm looking forward to this. I'm a little bit daunting.
Do we have the bucket ready?
Yeah, because I don't really like Red Bull, but
But this isn't Red Bull.
All right.
It's a kin. Don't you just love that word?
Salut.
A kin.
Yeah.
Did you say salut?
I did, yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm Irish,
So
but I'm like black Irish. So like the Spaniards came over and they kind of like.
And they said that you're allowed to say salut.
Yeah. Did you know Zorro is from Ireland? He has like roots to Ireland.
Antonio Banderas is from Ireland.
Yes, exactly.
I thought he sounded funny.
I know. He looks a bit fun. I kind of look like him a little bit, you know?
Do you? Well, if you wore a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I look like Antonio Banderas if I turn around. I don't know what this tough on top is. I think they just tried to pretty it up because of the price.
Yes.
But let's. Should we do it?
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do it.
I don't want people watching me drink. It's like.
Look out the window if you drink.
Just turn around, shall I?
Yeah, sneak it in.
All right. Was Mazel Tov, like I am.
Slow and chat.
Oh.
It's actually really nice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it tastes like after 8, before 8.
Without the mint?
I thought there was mint. I just washed my teeth.
Oh, that's why you went to the bathroom.
No, beforehand.
You brushed your teeth before your burger.
Yeah.
And then you had a pint of Guinness.
Yeah.
And then you had one of these and you could still taste the toothpaste.
I felt a little bit minty, I don't know why.
Did you keep it in your cheeks like a hamster?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I got like a cavity, it's a pension fund.
You just stuff the toothpaste in there just in case.
Just fluoride.
Ooh!
They're wicked.
We should get more.
Oh my god.
My round.
We have 2 drinks coming right now.
Wait, where did these come from?
I know, the producer just handed.
Producer? You mean your brother?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Very good looking brother.
Hey!
Who said he's going to take his top off later. He said that I need to take mine off first, but if I'm in my bed, I'm going to be naked anyway.
It's getting hot in here, isn't it?
It is getting hot in here. I think it must be the caffeine. I think I need to go to the toilet. No, cheers!
Cheers, man. Cheers. So,
Oh yeah,
your story.
question.
How did it all begin?
Well, let's cast our minds back. Just got a little
Aftertaste.
yeah, aftertaste from an after 8.
Yes.
About 13 years ago, I would go up to London and go to Soho,
Yes. Okay.
and there were various different gay bars and clubs, and I stumbled upon this very tiny pub called Molly Moggs.
Okay.
It's not there anymore, but it was there a long time. It had a tiny little stage, and by tiny, I mean
As big as the table.
Someone 4 foot would look big on it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it was literally just a tiny little step, but it put you just a little bit higher than the audience. That made it a stage.
Yeah.
And back in the UK 13 years ago, drag was more centered around entertaining by singing, telling jokes, holding an audience.
Yeah, okay.
Like, basically holding them in your hand.
Yeah.
Making them go along your journey.
Yeah.
You would host for an hour or half an hour or whatever time you were booked for. Now for me, I was introduced to the land guy, a very nice man called Alf. And Alf took me upstairs when he heard that I wanted to do drag, gave me my first wig, showed me how to do makeup, and gave me a dress, I think. Yeah.
Did you do performing in school or like?
Yeah. So the reason why I was interested in that area of performance was because I had done performing at college and at school.
Oh, cool.
I did drama and stuff, and I never really knew where I was going to go. You know how your friend says, "Oh, I'm going to be an architect," or "I'm going to be a lawyer," "I'm going to do this,"
Yeah.
"I'm going to play football." I never really knew what I wanted to do, and that's a problem.
It is, yeah.
Because then you end up.
I used to be indecisive, but now I'm not so sure. Is a saying I used to go by for years and years.
I almost laughed.
Oh, right.
No, that was good.
Yeah.
Do you know Butlins?
No. It's a company in London, right?
Yeah, but no, not in London. So Butlins is a leisure resort for people who may not be able to afford or don't want to go abroad for their vacations.
Yeah.
And so they all go to these resorts around the UK.
Yeah, I do know it.
I
Yes.
think there were 4 main ones left about 10 years ago. I'm not too sure now. But Butlins has these celebrities on site who walk around with red jackets, like blazers, red suit jackets.
Okay.
And they're called red coats. And so I was a red coat. I would do another job abroad in Tenerife, working in a hotel as the entertainment crew. So I've always wanted to do entertainment. I've always wanted to be in the limelight. But going from college to acting school for 5 years, spending all that money just to end up being a server at a coffee shop, which I'm not putting that job down.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go through all of that and not have a guaranteed job.
Yeah.
So I ended up working in bit jobs here and there after college, and working as a red coat for Butlins and working abroad. And then eventually I needed to figure out what the rest of my life was going to look like.
And you were walking down Soho into this dingy little...
At that point,
Yeah.
I was a flight attendant for EasyJet.
Cool. Okay.
Well, yeah, it was meant to be a stopgap for me. It was meant to be a job for a year where I could do the job and then have some time to figure out what was next.
Yeah.
I ended up doing it for 5 years,
Okay.
and it was a good job for me because what are flight attendants? They're entertainers in the sky. Yes, safety first. Yes, you're doing food and drinks.
Yeah.
You for tea, you for coffee.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're talking to everyone,
Yeah.
especially on short flights over to Spain, over to Copenhagen, over to wherever.
And yeah, I can imagine you liked going around and seeing different places of Europe and whatever, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. For low-cost airlines, you almost always go back to base.
Oh, the same day?
So you go there and back.
Oh, okay.
There and back.
Yeah.
And for me, it kind of worked. And I was entertaining people in the skies. Eventually, I was there for 5 years. And I just said, enough was enough. I got my permit to come over to Canada. And that's where my drag career kind of stopped. Now, it stopped when I moved to Canada, and I didn't really tell you.
Let's go back to that, yeah.
Yeah, let's go
Walking
back.
into Soho again. It's a rainy night in Soho. You're walking down.
Well, it's always rainy in London, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I went to Molly Moggs. I saw Alf. They were great. Their name was Dame Julie Paid.
Okay.
Which...
An homage to Jane Dooley Dench, I can imagine.
Oh, okay, yeah, Dame Julie Dench. Maybe Dame Julie Paid. But Julie Paid, like you will be Julie Paid.
Yeah.
I didn't like that name, but all's fair, in
Love and War, isn't it?
right, if you want to say that. But for her to be my drag mum, and me to not really like her name, I never said it to her.
Is that how it works?
What?
The ones running it is a drag mom?
She put me in drag.
School, kind of.
Well, she gave me my wigs.
Yeah.
She showed me makeup. She gave me a dress. Like, she put me in drag.
Cool.
So she is my drag mum.
Are you still in contact with her?
Still in contact? Not,
or she just let you off to the...
No, yeah. When I moved over to Canada, it was difficult to keep relationships with everyone back home.
Yeah, I understand.
We need to make our new life in our new home.
Yeah.
And it's not like I just cut ties with her.
It's just you moved on, right?
Like, the pub closed down, she moved somewhere else, she's got a whole new staff. It was 12 years ago. So eventually I'll see them again.
Yeah.
But I still pay homage to her. There was one wig that I got recently, which is a big blonde, like just a big sun of blonde hair.
Yeah.
And that was what I got to pay respect to Julie.
Unreal.
Anyway, so I performed quite a bit in Molly Moggs, and it was all singing live, so you had to know your words, you had to be able to like hold an audience, tell them jokes, and it was really difficult.
I can imagine so, yeah.
And then to come over to Canada, North America, let's say, and the idea of drag to be vastly different, especially 10 years later after so many seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race.
In what aspect is it different?
Over here, more
Miming, right? Or
So,
lip syncing.
singing live is not
A thing, yeah.
is not a thing.
Yeah.
It's lip syncing. And there's also a big thing about looking more female.
Okay.
So back in the UK, it was a man was in a frock.
Yeah.
So it was a man in a dress singing a song. That
Yeah.
was what drag was.
Yeah.
And now coming over to North America,
Because
it's
if you go back into the history of drag,
yeah.
it even goes back into like Egyptian times.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, and then it also Shakespeare.
Dressed
It's kinda
as a
like-
girl.
yeah.
That's what it was in the
And-
brackets.
Yeah.
It was DRAG
Dressed as a girl.
because
Yeah.
Shakespeare was all male
cast.
actors.
Yeah.
So this person would come back on
Yeah.
in drag, dressed as a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like when I found this out, like before getting you on, I was kind of like researching it a little bit, and I was pretty like, oh, I kind of took that one for, I don't know, like it
Well,
makes
yeah.
sense though, you know. what I
Right.
mean? Yeah.
People. I mean, it's not a big deal that people don't know the origins of it, but it's understandable when you look into it,
Yeah.
like where it came from. But as you were saying, it dates further back than Shakespeare.
Yeah.
People in Indian culture, there are gods who are both sexes.
Oh no way! Fuck! I never knew that.
Yeah. So the idea of going between sexes has always been around.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is just a way for us mere mortals to enjoy that
Yeah.
and to spread that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a god, but
Close enough.
close enough. Yes, I feel like we should.
Oh, go for it. Yeah. 100%. What are the aspects of drag that you love about?
Okay, so I created recently my production company,
Which is
which is called What the Frock Productions.
okay.
Now, obviously, what the is a play on words to what the frock. And the word frock was very important to me because, as I just mentioned,
I was just going to the English kind of
a man in a dress,
Yeah.
a man in a frock,
Yeah.
and a frock is another word
for dress.
For dress.
Yeah.
So What the Frock Productions came about because as a drag performer, I'm not happy with just doing drag shows, especially the way that they've
Right.
been done.
Stereotypical Canadian
Right.
ones. Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I'm saying that I want to do more. So I'll do a drag show. I'll do a drag brunch.
Yeah.
I'll do what's expected. But I also want to be doing events that encourage families and senior citizens to experience drag. Like recently, I went to Commercial Drive and took over upstairs of the bowling alley.
I've seen that. Yeah.
And I said, look, this is a family-friendly event. Bring your kids, bring your family. Let's bowl with drag queens.
Yeah.
The queens aren't going to do performances. We're going to bowl with you. I actually helped kids that were 3 and 4 years old bowl. They took my turn and got a strike when I
really?
can't even get a spare. Like we were all having so much fun. Like drag doesn't have to be contained to a nightclub or a bar where only adults can go. Like
You're trying to normalize it,
I'm trying to normalize it
Yeah.
exactly, and
which is great. this is actually like really cool.
And what the Frock Productions also do, I've done speed dating events. I don't have to present as my alter ego.
Yeah.
I can present as me.
Yeah.
As long as I'm doing an event that's creative, forward-thinking, accepting, funny. My production company's tagline is, "It's time to smile." I just want to entertain people. Pure and simple.
Yeah. You want to entertain, but what do you get out of entertaining people? Do you just absolutely love it? And then how did that transfer to like the dress up and all of that kind of party vibes with it then?
Good question. I think when you're an actor, say you're in a play.
Yes.
And you do a 2.5-hour play, and then you get the applause at the end, and then when you go out the stage door, there's people wanting your autograph and things like that. I think by doing drag, I skip learning the 200-page play.
Yes.
I skip the audition and rehearsal process, and I skip trying to find a theatre. I get the instant gratification because what I know is that the venue that I have got for my event, the audience that are buying tickets, and the people I'm booking, we're all part of the same thing, and we're all along the same journey, and we're all smiling the whole way through. Like, I tell jokes when I'm hosting. I'm very familiar with people. I want to go around before my show starts and talk to people.
And you were telling me that you were the drink that we just drank before the shaft.
The shaft, yeah.
You get like large. You have them basically on tap. Is that what you're saying?
So at my drag brunch at Johnny Fox's,
Where we are here today.
where we are now.
Thanks to Johnny Fox's for having us.
Thanks, Sean.
You're welcome. No.
So at my drag brunches, they do mimosa towers or shaft. I don't know how you say it. Towers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, sure, those are maybe over the top or a little bit edgy, but
I think they taste great. To be honest.
just have fun. Like,
Yeah.
if you get too drunk, so be it. Life is worth living.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you get too drunk, it's because you've been having a good time.
100%.
I do have to say though, even though I get drunk at my shows, not everyone has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's cut that.
You have to get drunk.
You have to get drunk. It's so fun.
Yeah. And if you don't, you're a square. Yeah. Don't be square. Be round.
Yeah. Oh look, you're enjoying this. Oh look, it's has to sit on his hands. He didn't want to.
You didn't get the shaft.
Do you want mine?
After the show.
So
Isn't that heavy?
I'm used to it though.
But when you drink it, doesn't it like? Does it like? Isn't it like
Explain.
really heavy? It's like cream.
Oh, it is cream. Yeah, it's creamy. We call it mother's milk.
Don't call it that, please.
Why not?
Whose mother's milk is black?
It's cream on top.
Hey, Mom.
It's the cream. It's the cream. Cream of the crop, it rises to the top.
She's just there bruised.
Just like frothy top. Excuse me.
Who?
What?
Why?
When?
When?
Were you-
How?
When you?
Oh, I thought we were playing a game.
When you? We can play games.
Why don't
Mind
you
games.
ask me who I am and where Phyllis is?
Where is Phyllis?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
When you're doing Phyllis, do you put on accents?
It's a good question. So I am sitting here as Jamie,
Yeah.
the owner of What the Frock Productions.
Yeah.
We do all events. Creativity is our
Bowling
key.
for kids.
Anyway, Phyllis Hull. Phyllis Hull
Let's go into the creation of Phyllis
Is-
Hull. Yeah.
is my drag character,
Yeah.
but she's not the only character. I have someone else in the works.
No way.
Yeah. Someone else is bubbling away.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what?
She's coming out now! No, she's a mix between Julia Childs,
Okay.
the French.
I don't know who she is. Jesus Christ.
All right, well, let's move on then.
A mixture of Julia Childs and who?
A mixture of Julia Childs, Dame Edna.
Okay.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah.
Just died.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bean.
Okay, that's a deadly combination.
It's a deadly combination.
Wait. Does she talk?
She does. She
Because Mr. Bean.
like this. Yes, she does. And by golly, if you drink the whole thing, then you will win some kind of prize. I promise you. Get back. She's taken over. It's like Tremors. Those worms. That was Kevin Bacon's big thing. Do you remember
Worms?
Tremors?
No, I know. I'm very
Did you ever see Tremors?
No.
Tremors! Tremors! She's coming out.
Is it hard to contain it all inside? Is it? Like when you're doing your performance
I fucked up.
and then living your.
I screwed up a date recently.
Let me know how did it go?
Well,
Was this your dating?
she came out.
No way.
She came out. Yeah, I thought the date went really well, and then the next 3 days, the texts were very, very
Riveting.
different.
Okay.
Different. I think you're very fun. Oh, here we go. But I don't really see a romantic future with us. I was like,
Shit.
Jordan, get back down. Well, I thought no.
How do you come up with these characters?
No, she came up with me. She just knocked on my door. Hello. No, I don't come up with like lots of characters.
You
like,
two.
Yeah.
So far, one in
Phyllis,
is molded.
she's mouldy. Yeah. Oh, molded.
She's molded.
Yeah, she's molded. Play-Doh,
Yeah.
plasticine through the spaghetti strainer. That was almost my favourite strainer.
The spaghetti one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh God, look at all of that.
Put it in the kettle
Yeah.
and make some pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever eat it though. It's not.
It tastes rotten.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I
It
used to
tastes.
spread on my crackers.
It tastes sweet,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
but not when it comes out.
No, it's its own Play-Doh.
Yeah, it's your own spaghetti strainer then.
Yeah. The rusty sheriff badge. That's what it comes out as. Balloon knot.
Ooh.
So, Phyllis Hull. Describe her.
Phyllis is. Phyllis is the reason I get my hands manicured.
No way.
Yes.
They're actually very nice. To be
Thank
honest.
you. Yeah, it's a little bit.
It's not like overboard. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's la-di-da.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, is that what Phyllis is?
No. Phyllis is ultimately cheeky.
Okay.
She's a very big flirt.
Okay.
She'll take your money.
Obviously.
And she's organised chaos
Okay.
without the organisation.
Okay.
She's chaotic. But if you're not having a chaotic time, you're not having fun. You need to be jostled, right?
Shooken up a bit.
When you go and see a show, if you go in, sit down, and don't get like shaken a little bit, like in a good way.
Do you actually physically go up and shake people?
No, but I should.
You should, yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Sean said I'm going to, and I will.
Yeah.
I feel like if you go and see a show and you come out without having been affected, why did you pay?
That makes sense.
I want people to come out and go, oh my God, and when they did this part, I want people to say, no, I didn't like that. I liked it when they did this.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I like this.
Yeah.
I want that.
You want to strive to create conversations, and that's what makes a lasting impression.
Exactly. I want people to say what they're going to do next.
Okay. I get it.
Let's go and see them again.
Yeah.
Or, oh, I noticed that they've got this other creative idea on their Eventbrite. Let's go and see that.
Yeah. So every show, it must be tricky to try and make every show different.
Yeah, and I was struggling with making all my shows different, and having enough content written, because
Yeah.
I write my own stuff. I book my performers. I go and get my own venues, but I was working a full-time job for a telecommunications company.
Yeah.
Oh, could it be Tellus? Could it be Shaw?
Yeah.
One of them. And so I quit my full-time job in order to devote everything to performing.
Just for this, yeah.
But now I can actually comfortably figure things out.
Okay.
And I've got the passion and the drive to make it my full-time job. And I believe in myself. And at 36 years old, if I can't put belief in myself, then I'm not Oprah.
You're not. It'd be like a Dr. Phyllis episode.
Do you think she's going to be watching?
I hope so. So where do you get
The name.
names? Or
The name.
how do you create names?
Okay. So, way back, many centuries ago,
Yeah.
not long after the Bible began. You don't know that, do you?
No.
I'm singing Joseph.
Okay.
You're from Ireland, you don't get musicals
No, we don't. We do like nativity plays at Christmas.
all year round.
Just at Christmas.
Oh, it's summer, where's baby Jesus?
Yeah.
Do you know what a musical is?
He just risen from the dead there in Easter.
You know, I was going to make a Jesus joke, but then I thought against it because I'd really have to nail it.
Oh, I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
you don't want to put that in.
Do you know why Catholic women love Jesus Christ? Because he's hung like this.
No, I like that one. I'm
Yeah.
stealing that.
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
going to put my name on the end of that. No, I had a really rough childhood. So, as a child, my mum and dad used to make me walk the plank. They used to make me walk the plank.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't afford a dog.
Oh, okay. All right. You're a poor guy, huh? Young guy.
Oh, he's laughing at it. But they can't see people laughing off camera. People are laughing, really. That's what my date said recently. It said that it was like I was doing a show, and
You are a show though, aren't you?
they should have just thought that they had front row seats.
Yeah. You
So-
should have charged them afterwards.
I should have.
Yeah.
Maybe I should still.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'll send them an invoice.
Exactly. You owe me the whole meal.
Why, you know, if there was a drag show at breakfast time, it should be called Breakfast.
Oh, in London.
Bregs. Eggs.
Brexit.
No, anyway.
It wouldn't be Brexit, no? Okay.
No, I told a joke.
Can you give me three?
No, I'm telling you where the name came.
Oh, yeah, go.
You're thinking about the next question. Oh, you little Declan, you.
Oh, Jesus
What?
Christ.
What? What's happening here?
Yes, for two chefs.
No, I didn't.
Oh, we're just getting shafted
No,
on
I didn't.
Splitty
I
here.
didn't. I honestly didn't. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yours looks better than mine.
Oh, you can swap over. Come on.
Not really. Oh,
Thank you so much. This is a Splitty special because we're having on Phyllis Hull.
Oh, he can have a gin and tonic. What is it?
I'm actually okay. I'm fine.
Oh, because he's giving me a ride home afterwards. No more alcohol.
You taking him home, are you?
No, he's giving me a ride.
Oh, okay, all right. So, Phyllis Hull, you got the name wrong.
So Phyllis, let's put these over here because, oh, you've nearly finished your cream. Cream with cream.
Exactly.
Well, what are you going to do after that?
I'm going to drink this and then drink the water.
So shall I finish this first?
No, take your time. It's okay.
Yeah, let's do this first.
Yeah.
Oh.
This tastes lovely, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
How did you get your name?
Oh, right. So originally in the UK, I was called something else.
You don't want to go into it?
Yeah, no. My drag name 13 years ago was Major Look.
Okay.
Major
Yeah.
Look is a play on words. Made you look.
Is it always punny?
Drag names tend to be, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, I mean, this could be completely wrong, but I think that drag names are puns because you want to incite laughter.
Yeah.
You want to incite, maybe not laughter, but the right kind of attitude. You know, if it's not a sexual pun or innuendo, then at least it's
Innuendo.
Innuendo.
Yeah. I can make jokes.
Oh, look at you thinking on your feet.
Yeah.
Just had to check you had feet. So what?
Your name and
Yeah, Major Look.
Major Look, yeah.
Was what I was called back then. And when I came over to Canada,
new beginnings.
well, new beginnings, but also when I was part of WESA, the gay softball league.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did sports for a time.
Good for you.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I won it for our team, but hopefully none of them are watching this. So we did a charity fundraiser, and WESA do it every year, and they call it Miss WESA. And at Celebrities Nightclub, they do it where one person from each of the teams has to dress in drag, be it drag king, drag queen, drag thing, and enter this pageant.
Okay.
And over a couple of rounds, there's a winner. And so my team didn't really like my drag name Major Look. I think it was something to do with the British accent, the Canadian hearing. They didn't really get it, and they wanted it to be more like punchy, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's where Phyllis Hull
Yeah.
was created. Now, I did Phyllis then about 9 years ago, and then just got into a relationship then, and then kind of stopped my extracurricular activities like drag. You know,
Yeah.
when you get into a relationship, you just want to spend all your time with that
You're absorbed
person,
in it,
and
yeah.
and I don't blame the relationship. I don't blame anything. Like, I was enjoying things as they were. COVID hit, and my creativity yearned to be let loose, and Phyllis clawed her way back out. And I think a silver lining of the story is that my grandma passed away, and her name was Phyllis.
Okay.
And I think that there was some kind of connection, why I came up with the name Phyllis in the first place.
Yeah.
Because of her. And now when I'm performing, when someone says my name, Phyllis, or even when I see it written down, I remember my grandma.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice. It's not necessarily what my mum, whose mum died.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily what she would have thought would be the best tribute. Oh, Mum, you've died. Well, at least my son is a drag queen with your name. But at least,
for you though,
she's still being
remembered and living on in your life. You know what I mean?
She's being championed in a different way.
Yeah.
I think it's lovely.
I do too. Any light that shines, if you put a lampshade on it, no matter how big the lampshade is, it shines a different light, right?
I'm a little bit drunk to understand what you just said.
I completely made that up myself, so we can even cut that. Let's go on.
No, I don't think we should cut that.
If you have a lampshade, if you have a small lampshade, it'll shine. If you let go of the lampshade, it lights up the whole room. Mm-hmm. That's what I was going.
Yeah. Cheers.
Man, you get me fucking. I'm literally getting shafted on this show. Like, this is good.
Ooh, fuck. Ooh.
I like a bit of caffeine.
Good, aren't they?
They actually taste like more. So you told me before the show started, you thought Split the G was
Split the E.
Split the E.
Your own show.
My own show is fucking taking a turn for the worst right now.
Are you drunk?
A little bit. Thank you very much. But you thought it was a play on Split the Tea?
Spill the tea.
Oh, spill the tea.
Yes.
So come here and spill the tea with me. Which is to tell the truth, right?
In drag terms, spilling the tea means you're giving it to them straight.
Give it to me straight.
Which is a really bad term.
Ironically, right?
Ironically, yeah. I'm giving it to you gay.
Yeah. That's why I said split the G at the start. There's a
No, you
pun.
No, you didn't.
No pun intended. Give me 3 current drag queens or kings or things in Vancouver who you recommend.
Who I recommend?
Yeah, who you like come to the show that I produce or anyone that you go to. If you want to go out to a show, who do you recommend?
Number 1 would be Justin a bit.
Okay. I love the punny shit now, yeah.
Justin a bit, who came 4th on the 2nd season of Canada's Call Me Mother.
Okay.
Is a drag king doing so many good things, and then they're not widely known how I think they should be.
Okay.
They're still taking time to get their name out there, but I think that they're brilliant.
Yeah.
They're constantly changing things up with the way they look and updating things and putting more effort into presentation with hair and makeup and outfits.
Kind of keep you guessing kind of thing.
They're brilliant.
Yeah.
Whenever you go and see a show that they're in, they will always be one of the people that you remember. And big shows that I've produced before have always ended Act 1 with them, and they pull out all the stops.
Yeah.
Like huge cannons, wings, like cosplay swords, just gauntlets and they just push the boat out. And I think that if you're looking for a drag king to inspire you, Justin a bit.
Okay. Next one. That's one. Next one.
The second person I would say you should keep a lookout for is Demonstrative.
Okay.
I do a family drag show, a drag brunch.
Yeah.
And I do an evening drag show with them. The drag brunch is lots of fun because it's family friendly. That's called Bacon and Legs. The evening show we do together is called Naturally Freaky, and that's where they actually truly shine because Demonstrative, Demon,
Yeah.
they are a hellish drag performer. But what I love about Demonstrative is that they can go between drag king, drag queen, drag thing, like that. You go and see them perform.
You don't know what's coming.
You don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
I turn up to shows that I'm in with them,
Yeah.
and I'm constantly blown away by their presentation.
Yeah.
Their makeup is always completely different, pushing boundaries. Their wigs are fanatically, that's not the right word, but crazy.
Pronoun.
They
Profound.
They just change things up constantly, and I'm always inspired by their creativity.
Yeah.
And they choose these songs that people might not have heard for a long time, but when you hear it and you put it together with their performance, you just want to throw money at them.
Okay, yeah.
And the third person I would say is someone that I spent a lot of time working with the last year. We worked together on every show together. We pretty much came from nowhere to where we are now together.
Yeah.
Is Dandy.
Okay.
Now Dandy is a bit of an odd one because people aren't too sure what to class them as. Is it a drag queen? No. They're a male presenting drag character, but
Just getting into the matrix here, like.
they're just such an oddball. They're a buffoon.
Yeah.
But the reason why I loved working with Dandy, and the reason why I think Dandy's going to go on and on and on, is because they're so likable.
Okay.
And just working with them and throwing ideas back and forth. When we finally got onto the stage, none of that mattered because we would just be like brothers in arms.
Yeah.
We would literally just take the piss out of each other, but laugh at the same time,
Yeah.
which makes the audience.
Kind of like your timing was together.
It was always good. And I think that if they continue to have good ideas and good costumes, I think that they'll be around for a very long time.
Unreal. That's brilliant.
I should do a show with them, all of them.
You should.
Yeah.
I'll go to that show. Phyllis Hull, where can we find you on Instagram? Where can we find your next show? You do frothy tops in Johnny Fox is here. Where can we see you next?
So the next big thing, aside from my regular shows, so my regular shows are drag brunches and drag shows. So I do.
Go on.
No, you was going to interrupt.
I was going to cough and I'm holding it back. I'm sorry.
Oh, you cough. Go on. No, I feel like that was a fake cough.
I held it back.
Now there it is.
I held it back. I thought I was doing good.
I coughed. Can you say that again? So if you want to find Phyllis,
Yeah.
please check out whatthefrockproductions.com.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatthefrockproductions.com.
Yeah.
I do drag brunches. I do drag evening shows. Something I've just started doing in North Vancouver at 16 West.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from the drag brunches that we do on the Sunday, is something called Sing Along.
Okay.
So it's me and a pianist
Yeah.
pianist.
Is he a large guy? Is he?
Oh, he's a handsome guy.
Yeah.
He's good with his hands.
Yeah.
So we literally invite 40 people because the
Okay.
venue's not that big. But the reason why it's not that big is because we want a very
Tight-knit group.
tight-knit group
Yeah.
where we're going to sing songs together.
Oh, okay.
Like
Sunday service, Kanye West kind of.
No, it's like Sweet Caroline, and everyone's like bum bum bum.
Get your lighters out. Yeah.
We basically play and sing songs and get everyone to join in for 2 hours. It's the most fun that you'll ever have.
Yeah.
I'm doing an event at the Arts Factory opposite Main Street Station called the Art of Drag, which is where we ask 7 local artists to produce new artwork inspired by the drag community.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have drag performers perform at the exhibit.
Cool.
I've just got a ton of stuff going on.
Good for you.
Now, a question you might want to ask me is, what's the community like here?
I was gonna ask you that, and I was also gonna ask you if you are someone that is looking to get into the community, how would you do that? Would you be? You were saying earlier that you had a drag mommy.
Drag mummy?
Did you not say that? No, you said
Drag mum.
Drag mum.
I've never heard drag mummy, but that...
It's kind of like in English. I was thinking in my head. I was like, drag mummy. I think you'd be a good drag mummy.
Are you my drag mum?
Yeah.
No.
I'm your drag mummy.
a drag mummy.
Yeah. So how do you get into the community? And how big is the community?
It's not necessarily about getting into the community.
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome.
Yeah.
If you want to do drag, the first thing I would say is go and watch it.
Okay.
Go to the bars, if you're not old enough, go to the family-friendly events.
Yeah.
If you're not interested in going to events, watch on YouTube how people do makeup. Get an idea.
Yeah.
When you get an idea about what your makeup is going to look like or what style you want to go for, if you've seen someone on Drag Race that is your aesthetic, start going to thrift stores, start looking at ways that you can present yourself. And then when you've got an idea, reach out on Instagram to someone you look up to, and if they don't respond, they're not someone you should look up to.
Yeah.
If they respond, ask them, what's the best way? More often than not, there'll be a spotlight open in a show. And a spotlight is a performance number that is given to newer performers in shows.
Yeah, okay. So they get like a 5-minute kind of like...
Yeah, they'll get given a 5-minute performance piece, and you do your number, you present yourself, and then that way you get experience on stage, in a show, in front of an audience. You can earn tips if given, and then you've got contacts with the people that you've worked with.
That's brilliant.
I'd just like to say that if people are looking to get into drag in Vancouver, always reach out to me, Phyllis Hull officially on Instagram. I'd be more than happy to help.
I'm so happy to have you on the show. Phyllis Hull, aka Jamie, aka Phyllis Hull, and I look forward to seeing your new persona that's coming out soon. We'll wait, and you.
She's just downstairs. Oh, she's just come upstairs, dear. Oh.
Thank you for coming on the show. Honest God, you had me. My cheeks are hurting. Like, that was really, really great to sit down with you.
I can't wait for the follow-ups.
Yes, exactly. And a little bit on the. The community of drag queens and kings. Can you give me a little lowdown what that's like?
The community here in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to try and say this without offending any particular people. It's just from my perspective. Vancouver is a forward-thinking city.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It tries to be accepting of everybody,
Yeah.
and where that's a good thing, we're looking to the future. We're looking to accept everybody. I do feel in the drag community that being too woke is too much.
I understand. Yeah.
I'm not one to throw around woke as a term. I don't care for that term at all.
Yeah.
But I know that people know it and use it, and I think if you're going to try and bring other people down,
Yeah.
and believe me, there are people in this community who are bullies,
Yeah.
why not just concentrate
On yourself.
on yourself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if you're saying that what someone else is doing is wrong, or isn't woke,
Yeah.
or isn't politically correct, it's
And to do it just to prop yourself up. It's
Exactly.
Wrong. It's wrong. Yeah.
exactly, if the audience are enjoying what somebody is doing, let the audience decide.
100%.
If-
It's just like, sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
but it's just like movies. There's horror, there's comedy, there's thrillers, there's drama. We all get to decide, oh, I like that movie, I'm going to go to a rom-com, or I'm going to go to a comedy.
Yeah.
Let's just have it laid out like that. We should not go, oh no, I just want to have everyone to watch the drama. Do you know, it's fucking stupid. Do you know?
That accent was.
That's my, like, stupid accent. You know?
Let's put it this way: if you're a critic, a reviewer,
Yeah.
you have your own agenda. You like what you like, and you don't like what you don't like.
Yes. Yeah.
So when you review something, if you don't like horror movies and you review a horror movie, how is the person reading that going to get a fair advantage, like a fair
you can't.
reading?
You can't.
So when
You have to be like a referee.
so there are people in this city who like to gatekeep,
Yeah.
and who like to be like the boss.
Yeah.
There are quite a few of them, and they've got big mouths, and they've got big agendas,
Yeah.
but they're not necessary anymore. They're just trying to keep themselves.
Well, because
Present.
it's tough at the top, and they're at the top, and they feel scared at the moment, I think.
They feel scared because people are coming along, doing different things, gaining audiences that they don't agree with,
Yeah.
and so they're lashing out and trying to stop all this new creativity.
Okay.
I'm not saying who, I'm not saying particularly why, you know, maybe they had reasons, maybe they don't. I'm just saying that Vancouver is a very, very tough community to find your own space in.
Yes.
So if anyone's trying to break into this community, don't be put off. Find someone that you can follow with a passion who has your interests at heart. Don't just follow someone because you think it's the right thing.
Yeah.
Follow someone that you feel wholeheartedly is going to be good for you, is what I would say.
That's you fucking spilling the tea right there.
I'm splitting the E.
And licking the G.
Later.
Thank you again. Thank you so much, man. I'm really like fucking so happy that I got you on the show and you came on the show.
I'm so glad you got me and not Chandelier.
I know, yeah. We'll get him again. We'll have him again, yeah, definitely. Thanks for listening to the Split the E podcast and watching.
I'm watching.
And watching.
Yeah, I didn't do my hair for nothing.
I know, yeah. It's kind of like falling down a little bit, but you should have worn a wig.
Yours is falling out.
I know, I got the widow's peak going.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the Split the E podcast. Please like, subscribe, share, and tune in next week. You never know who's going to come on. Thank you. God bless. I end the show the same way with the saying that I got from my father: your honesty and generosity will never escape my memory. Thank you so much, Jamie, aka Phyllis Hull. My pleasure.
Thank you.